We're going to do it live. In the words of Bill O'Reilly, we're just going to do it live. Guys, I think I'm a minute late. I might be 2 minutes late. I don't know. Because, you know, this is Simo-san where everything is planned for, but nothing actually pans out. Whatever the heck that means. Guys, could you jump on here real quick and tell me if the comments, tell me if the broadcast is clear. I'm using my lapel mics. I'm using my Rode mics this morning. Go ahead, break it down for me, guys. Let's talk about it. I'm over here at Simo-san. Hey, Earl Yancey, I see you. Somebody says too late. 2 minutes late, I think, maybe. Guys, it's 120 seconds late, okay? It's a big deal, but it's really not a big deal. It reminds me of the film. Did you ever see that film, The Sentinel? Is it called The Sentinel? You know, what's his name? The guy that, I forget his name, and I forget the lady that played, she was in Desperate Housewives. You know, the Spanish-American girl, I forget her name. Tell me in the comments. The actor, I forget his name. Well, anyway, there's a scene, the opening scene in the movie is this guy waiting for the Spanish-American girl, and she shows up, and he turns around and he says, "You're late." And she says, I'm only 2 minutes late. And he says, "Yeah, you're late." So it doesn't matter how many minutes late you are. The point is, you're late. And, you know, I try. And when I do, you see, guys, I keep telling you, you don't know what it's like being me out here for you. It is an up at dawn, pride swallowing siege that I will never fully tell you about, okay? Watching from somewhere. Ernest Chairway says loud and clear, thank you so much. Guys, do me a favor before we proceed. Could you please share this live with a few people that you think would be interested in having a conversation like we're going to have? And I think this is a very important conversation to have. I'm always interested in the way people react when I post that I'm going to do a live. One guy responded when I said, I'm going to talk about YOMAPs and I'm going to talk about these UPND thugs that harassed us here last night. And this guy jumps on my page and says, don't you have more important things to talk about? When I read comments like that, honey, I put a line through their name instead of under it. If you're not interested in what we're saying, swipe left, jump the hell off. Who cares? Nobody cares. So just, if you're interested, be here. If you're not, leave. I don't want you here if you're not interested. I don't. All righty, let's get into it, guys. Two things I want to talk to you about. The very first thing is YOMAP's situation. Now, in order to understand the situation that YOMAPs is in, you have to have watched his live video. If you didn't watch his live broadcast, you will not understand a single solitary thing. Let's recap. Some time ago, YOMAPs jumped on his Facebook page and he was doing a live, and every artist has the privilege of doing that, especially when you have numbers like YOMAPs. The only unfortunate thing about having a huge audience is that it's very easy to be misunderstood. I want you to hear that. I want that to sink in. I want that to sizzle in your spirit. I want that to marinate in your cerebellum. Let me say that again because I think that's important. The problem with addressing and engaging with a gargantuan audience, an audience that YOMAPs has, I mean, he's got more than 1 million people that follow his page. The trouble with that is that when you do go live, everything you say, everything you do is scrutinized 1,000 times magnified. So it's very easy to be misunderstood. I will tell you, I watched that live. And what Yomaps, there was nothing Yomaps said that was wrong. Let me tell you exactly what he said. He was sitting in front of the camera. He was reading comments. He was engaging. And then he made reference to the fact that there's some people that accused Yomaps, accused him of being not genuine, of not being genuine. I'll say it right in a moment. Let me say that again. There are people that accuse Yomaps of not being genuine, not showing genuine love at Dandy Crazy's funeral, which that is very, very indicative of funerals. People say all types of things at funerals. They accuse you, they say this, that, and the other. And so in a setting like this, where Dandy Crazy had passed away, people were making these remarks about Yomaps. And these remarks were coming from his fellow artists who were accusing him of not being genuine. Now, this is the comment that landed Yomaps in the conundrum that he's in. It's not his fault. It's the people that misinterpreted what he said. The only thing Yomaps said was, the same people, hear me, the same people who are accusing me of not having genuine love are the same people that ate the food that I bought at the funeral. Full stop. Yomaps did not stand on a mountaintop and say, hear ye, let it be known this day of so-and-so that I bought 120 chickens for you lot and for you jokers. Hear ye, and put that in your pipe and smoke it. Yomaps didn't do any of that. Yomaps did not announce to the world that he bought food at the funeral. What he did say was that he made a comment in passing saying the people who are accusing him of not having genuine love were the very same people who were sitting there eating the food that he bought. So his line of logic was this: why would someone accuse me of doing that when they're eating the food that I provide? It's like keeping someone in your home. You know, if you have if you have a distant relative who comes to stay with you at your house, okay? Comes from Chinsali. They come live in your house. They don't have anything. They're not worth a damn, okay? They have no employment. They don't work anything. They do nothing. All they do is lounge around and eat your food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then in passing, you hear that the same person you are keeping in your home is complaining to the neighbors that, oh, my relative doesn't take care of me. And then you say, how can they say that? How can they say that when I feed them 3 meals a day? That's what happened. And you must understand this, and this is the most important thing that I want you guys to hear. And hear me when I tell you this. The level of jealousy in this country, astronomical. Zambians are drunk with jealousy. I often tell you that people want to see you succeed until you succeed. In other words, people love to see you struggling. They love to see you in the trenches, and they love to encourage you. Oh, it's going to be all right. God's got you. Oh, it's going to be fine. The darkest hour is right before the dawn. Oh, God's got your back. Yeah, you may be down and out now, but oh, the sun's going to come up. People love to say that when you're in the trenches, when you're down on your luck. Things aren't going your way. The whole world around you has gone to hell in a handbasket. Oh, people gather around you and tell you it's going to be okay. Oh, we're going to love on you. We're going to embrace you. We're going to lay hands on you and ask God's provision, God's countenance to shine on you. But oh, honey, the moment you make it, the moment you have two coins to rub together, the moment you start buying houses, start buying cars, all of hell breaks loose. That's the Zambian spirit. Where the hell did we get that? What the hell happened? The Zambians became so jealous of someone else's success that it hurts them to no end. What the hell happened to us as a people? Somebody please explain that to me in the comments. Now, you can easily say, no, that's a human problem. That's a human trait. That's a human characteristical flaw. You can say that. You can say, oh, it happens all over the world. But there's something about the way Zambians have it in their heart that's different from an American, a British person, people from Colombia, Bogota, the Maldives. There's something unique about Zambian jealousy. Zambian jealousy, it stands in the solitude of itself. When you are successful and someone else sees your success and you begin, in whatever way, it's up to you. If you want to share your success, share it. If you want to show off. It's your stuff. But when a Zambian sees that, oh, that green-eyed monster called envy begins to rear its ugly head. Oh, that green-eyed monster called jealousy begins to peer through and look at you with rancor and malice. How dare you have the things I want? You know what envy is? Envy is like saying, it's beyond jealousy. Envy is, not only are they jealous of what you have, they hate the fact that you have it. They hate that. Anyone else but you. Oh, you don't deserve it. Why? Why the hell not? And so here it is. Because of that statement Yo Maps made, of course he was misunderstood. Yo Maps didn't mean what people interpreted. He didn't say it boastfully. It was just a comment made in passing, saying the same people that accused me of not having genuine love for Dandy Crazy and his family are the same people that are sitting here with me eating the food that I bought. Totally misunderstood. People on Facebook, hey, we don't have the that's not what he meant. Anyway, so what happened was, after that, then there was talk. This Chinese whispers, no, and you guys start jumping on it. Hey, when that's not what he meant. And in any case, what they returned, whoever they are, because we don't know who the hell they were, that could be anybody. It could be disgruntled musicians. It could be jealous colleagues. It could be anybody. We don't know who the hell went to Yo Maps' front gate and dropped off 3 bags of mealie meal and 2 chickens, when we know he bought way more than that. Mwaleta mabags ya rola miyo ya tatu. Nenkoko shividi at yo tuaba bwesesha. Nonsense. You didn't return what he bought. You didn't return what he bought. And then to add insult to injury, when it was dropped off, the same people that dropped off the stuff are the same people that called people and said, imwe tuaraya kuri Yo Maps, muko tuare fya kuria. Muise mukope, elionga tuafishia, mufisampe. We are going to Yo Maps' house. Make sure you are recording it so that when we leave those things at the gate, record people sampling me. Vazavi sampa. All you're doing is heaping blessings on Yo Maps' family. The hate, the jealousy, the rancor that's locked deep within your spirit is only giving Yo Maps blessings. Because your jealousy is unwarranted. I mean, why are you jealous? Why are you upset? It's too late. The guy is blessed. Blessed beyond measure. Blessed going in, blessed going out. What are you going to do about that? You're going to kill him? What are you going to do about that? You're going to hurt him? You're jealous. All you got to do is pull up your bootstraps. If you want to be like him or better than him, get to work. Roll up your sleeves, get to work. Yo Maps' blessings are not going to fall upon you by spontaneous combustion. Let's just go ahead and put it out there. Because, you know, you guys are you've lost your cotton picking minds. Yo Maps' blessing is not going to fall on you like spontaneous combustion. You have to work for it. The way he did. You got to work for it. And guys, in the words of Bob Dylan, and the truth is Bob Dylan can't sing. But he wrote a song in which he said, you got to serve somebody. Remember that? You got to serve. You got to serve somebody. It may be the devil, or it may be the Lord, but you got to serve somebody. Honey, you got to serve somebody. That's the answer to your jealousy problem. Serve somebody. Give it to God. Work for it. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. So I understand. For me, when I saw those people, and it brought into question many different aspects of Yo Maps' safety. And let me be clear before I finish that statement. Let me be clear. No matter how much you guys are jealous, no matter how much people say they hate Yo Maps, the truth is, my brothers and sisters, Yo Maps is one of the most celebrated celebrities in this country. Let me give you an example. Let's say, for instance, right now, today, let's say Yo Maps, for some reason, passed away today. Central Southern Africa would come to a standstill. And you, the same people that are vilifying him, that are calling him names, that are saying all manner of things about him, if Yo Maps were to die today, oh, you think Zambia can function? It can't. It will come to a grinding halt. That's how much, man, that's how much that guy is loved. So all of this showboating that you're doing, all of this jealousy you're spewing, it's for nothing. He's loved. He's blessed. He's accepted in the bosom of the Almighty. Sure, he's got faults. Sure, he's not perfect. Sure, you know, every so often he drops the ball, but who doesn't? We all drop the ball. We all make mistakes. We're all not perfect. But he's celebrated in a way that no other Zambian celebrity has ever been celebrated. That, my brothers and sisters, is the God-honest truth. Now, what I was going to say was, I understood when I was watching the video of the people grabbing the mealie meal, if Yo Maps were to step outside, which he would never do he would never do it. Had Yo Maps heard that people had dropped off mealie meal at the gate, and he stepped out of the gate, those people who were present, they were not Yo Maps fans. They were Yo Maps haters. They were Yo Maps haters. People that hate him for no other reason other than him being successful. Had they been fans, they would have been saying, no, you can't do that, man. This is someone's home. But you've got these young slay queens on there who are too afraid to show their faces because they're slay queens. Every last one of them are hussies. These are call girls, you know. You pay them $5 and they do anything. They were there recording and laughing. Those same people, had Yo Maps stepped out of his home to see what was happening in front of his yard, because those guys are such haters, they would have attacked Yo Maps. They would have thrown rocks at him. They would have pelted him. Why? Because they are Yo Maps haters. They would have harmed him. Yo Maps, don't let this cloud your view of who you are. We love you, man. This whole nation loves you. God bless.